Okay, so what we have for this one here, let's go ahead and go with, we have step one. So step one, even though you might not be with me, I'm going to have you read it anyway. Joseph, talk to me. What does step one say for us to do? So rewrite one equation for either variable, right? So we're looking at this problem right here, and we're going to rewrite one equation, either equation one or two, for either variable. So which one, Joseph, do you want? Which equation do you want to rewrite for, and what variable? Which one do you think would be the easiest one to do? For what variable? So which one do you want to isolate by itself? Well, see now y, that one is a little bit more work. We can, but y has a coefficient of -2. So if you have a coefficient, you have to divide at some point. That's extra work. So let's just do equation one, which was a good choice, but let's do variable x instead of y. That's to make it a little bit easier, right? So for step one, I'm going to choose equation one. So go ahead and get that down. I'm choosing equation one, and I want to rewrite for the x variable. So I have x minus 2y equals -6. So in this one, Ortega, can you tell me now, what do I need to do to start isolating for x? Subtract what? Now, the thing is, I don't want to move x. I want to get everything away from x. I want to keep x where it is and move everything else away from x. So what can I move away from x for this equation? -2y. Way to go, Daphne. -2y. So now let's go ahead and, but now, what am I going to do? What's the operation, right? Now, do I divide it on both sides? Do I add it? Do I subtract it? What do I do to move the -2y? What do I do? Ortega, what do I do? I'm still with you here. I add 2y to both sides, yes. So I'm going to go x minus 2y plus 2y equals -6 plus 2y. So now I have x, and Ortega, what's -2y plus 2y? Not quite, because they're two different signs. It means I have to subtract them. Right, they cancel out. Perfect. So x equals -6 plus 2y. Put a box around that. I have now rewritten one of the equations for a variable. So x is isolated, because we're going to use step one in a minute. So over here, I'm going to write step two. So what does step two say to do, Wesley? What does step two say? Plug answers for isolated variables into equation. Yes. Well, I probably should have said other equation. But so now I'm going to take this is my rewritten answer for equation one. I need to plug it into equation two for x. So equation two, put over here, equation two. Probably should have two different colors, which actually I think I will. Why not? Let's do different colors. So now we'll do this. This will be equation 2, and that says 4x plus 6y equals 4. So that's my equation 2. So now I'm going to take the value of x, which I have right here, and plug it into the other equation, 4x. And I'm doing this so now I can have one variable left. And that sets up my step 3, where I have to find a numerical solution for the remaining variable. But until I have one variable that's left, I can't do anything to actually solve. So now I'm on the process to start solving. So now I'm going to rewrite equation 2, and now it's going to be 4 times -6 plus 2y plus 6y equals 4. So I plugged it in, and now I'm here. So this is really look at step 1 and step 2 and see what's been done. I see that's the part where people are getting confused. So I took my rewritten value for step 1 and plugged it in for that particular variable in step 2. So now I only have one variable left, which is just y in this case. So now step 3, read it for me, Josue. What does step 3 say for me to do?
Now find a numerical solution for the remaining variable.
Yes, so now I'm on step 3. And now I have to actually find the value of what that remaining variable is. I have y left, so I have to find the numerical solution for y. Josue, talk me through how I'm going to solve this for y, please.
You distribute
Okay, what is it going to be?
negative 24
Negative 24
plus 8y
plus 8y
plus 6y
plus 6y.
equals 4.
Okay, keep going.
And then you add 8y plus 6y.
What is that?
14.
Uh-huh.
14y equals 4.
Okay, keep going.
And then you add negative 24 to both sides.
Alrighty, let's do that. Negative 24 plus 24 plus 14y equals 4 plus 24. All right, hey, what's negative 24 plus 24?
28.
No, the left side. What's negative 24 plus 24?
0.
Perfect. So now right side, what do you get?
28.
28. Last step, what do I do?
You divide 14.
Into what?
28.
Both sides. Just tell me both sides. Both sides. And now what's the solution for y?
2.
2. Put a box around that. Nice. Now we're on step 4. Step 4. Monica, what does step 4 tell me to do? Is she here today? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see you over there. I'm sorry. Step 4, what does it say? Step 4, though. What's step 4 say? Yes, so now step 4, I'm going to plug in my value that I chose for the numerical value for step 3, plug into step 1. So for step 4, I'm going to take what my y equals, and now I'm going to plug it back into step 1 so I get a value for x. So now step 4, all it says is substitute. Oh, I don't know what that says. All right, so now we're going to substitute step 3 into step 1. And now in doing so, I'm going to have x equals negative 6 plus 2 times 2, right? Yeah, that makes sense. X equals negative 6 plus 4, so x equals negative 2. So now we have an ordered pair of negative 2 and 2, but now we have to check it. We think we're right. We could have made a mistake with a sign in there somewhere, so let's actually validate and make sure we know that we're correct. So now we're going to check it. So I can move some of this work up now because I've already finished that. So now let's check it. So put check right here so we can separate our check work from our actual solution work. So let's go ahead and look at, let me see, what's one of the equations that we have? Was it x minus 2y equals 6? So we have equation 1. X minus 2y equals 6. We have our values of x and y. So let's do this here. Jorge, can you walk me through how I'm going to check equation 1 step by step?
Probably not.
I think you can, man. We know this is x and this is y. So tell me what I'm going to substitute in there first.
Add 2 to each side.
You're jumping. Wait, you're jumping. So first we have to plug in the ordered pair that we think is the solution. So substitute x and y for the ordered pair that we have over here. So this ordered pair is a part of this.
Oh, plug in negative 2 and 2.
Okay, for what variables?
For x and y. So for x, put negative 2.
Okay, negative 2 minus 2.
Yeah. And for 2y.
Not 2y, just y.
Times.
Okay. 2 equals 6. Okay, so now let me see here. What else do we have? Something doesn't look right, does it? Is that 6 or negative 6? It was 6, right?
Yeah.
Something seems wrong. Oh, it's negative 6. I just said that. No one said anything. Because now that makes sense. So, all right, now what's next?
Um,
So, order of operations, you always multiply first. So, what part of this equation is where we have to multiply?
you multiply 2 and 2.
Oh, negative 2 and 2.
Or negative 2 and
So,
2.
what does that become?
4.
You sure?
0, 0.
Whoa, let's take our time.
Negative 4.
Oh, you gave me like 3 answers. Which one is the one?
Negative 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Negative 2 times 2 is negative 4 equals negative 6. Now what's negative 2 minus 4?
Negative 6.
Okay, good guess. Let's see you guessed that. It's not the way you said it. So, yes.
No, I knew that.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. So, negative 2 minus 4, right. They're the same sign. Keep the sign. Add the numbers. It's going to be negative 6. That's equation 1. So, now, Jorge, you have the opportunity of helping me with equation 2 also. So, equation 2. Can someone tell me, what does equation 2 say? Read it to me. What does it say? Equation 2? 4x plus 6y equals what? Is that right?
Yes.
You sure? Only 2 people said so. So for equation 2, is it 4x plus 6y equals 4? All right, because you guys sound very hesitant. All right, so now, Jorge, let's talk about it, right? We still have the same ordered pair of negative 2 and 2. Tell me how I'm going to substitute them in.
For 4x.
Hold on. Hello? Right now? Oh my gosh, it's like the worst time. Okay. All right. You got 147B, Ivory. Make it quick. They want you at 147B over there. Okay. No. What is it?
4x and negative 2. You put those together, or you put negative 2 in parentheses.
Okay.
So
That makes sense.
And then 6y times 2.
So 6 times 2
Yeah.
equals 4. Okay.
Yeah. And then you multiply.
Okay. What is it?
Negative 6. Negative 8.
There you go. Take your time. We got it.
Plus 12.
Okay.
Equals 4.
Right. What's
Yeah.
negative 8 plus 12, or what's 12 minus 8?
4.
There you go. Equals 4. There we go. That's the check. So what I'm going to do, okay, you can't pause it.